Hello and welcome back to Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game. Last time we took a look at Ambuscade on challenge mode, and this time we're going to look at Voss, but I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. So let's take a look at Voss. On challenge mode, whenever Grand Warlord Voss flips, the top card of the villain deck is played. The problem with this is that when I fight against Grand Warlord Voss, I flip him once and then he never flips back. So this challenge mode essentially says Voss gets one extra card per game, and that's it. That's boring. We've already seen that game, so I'm going to do something different. I am going to show you a bit of what I like to call cheese tech. We're going to do something very, very specific, and we're not going to shut him down. That's actually a different set of cheese tech. I'm going to show you something very special that you can do with the VOLCANO in Insula Primalis. Veterans of this game might already know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, then just watch and find out. So we're going to play with, first of all, Legacy, Tempest, Visionary, and Ra, and we're going to Dinosaur Island. I will warn you now, this is a game that I'm going to reset multiple times. Well, maybe if I'm lucky I won't, but you're probably going to see me reset a bunch of times, and that's just because I know I can beat Voss, you know I can beat Voss, you've seen me beat him twice, and on a mode that's more difficult than this, I want to show off this trick specifically. So I'm just going to reset until we get the proper cards in hand that can make this work, and if things go on for too long, I might reset anyway. I might even need to cut at some point. But let's see if I can make this work. So first of all, what's in Ra's hand? Nope, start over. Again, if you know this trick, or if you've been really paying attention, you might already know what I'm looking for. I've got it. What's in... Nope. I'm looking for two cards in particular. I'm looking for Flesh of the Sun God in Ra's hand. Oops, that's not the button I meant. I'm looking for Flesh of the Sun God in Ra's hand, and I'm looking for premonitions for precognitions in Visionary's hand. And I really don't want to start the game until I get both. Prophetic Vision, sorry, that's what I meant. I'm looking for Prophetic Vision, that's the one with the environment. I'm trying to get a specific environment card to play at a specific time. And you'll see what I do with it. Tempest is kind of there to keep people safe until I can make this work. This is not something that you have to do specifically against Voss, but I figured this is challenge mode, he's supposed to be challenging, let's actually do something challenging. It's very easy to get this set off against villains that aren't like constantly putting the pressure on you. But I've made this work before. Took a long time to do it, but I've done it. So let's see. And while we're waiting for the environment to cooperate, I can talk a little bit about what's different, because there's something that is a little tiny bit different about challenge mode, and you'll understand when we get there. That stinks. I'm basically doing that just for the card draw at this point. Ooh, takedown's good. Takedown's real good. Alright, so we do have to survive while this is happening. We do have to actually beat him. So let's do this thing. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get rid of these guys. Alright. Prophetic Vision. That's not what we wanted at all. Yeah, that's not what we wanted. Considering restarting, purely for the sake of time, I'll give it a few rounds and see what happens. I'm going to enlighten myself, because I have two more prophetic visions in here. I'm going to give myself a chance to get them. I will explain what I'm doing when it happens. But I do want to leave a little bit of suspense for if you don't know what's coming. Alright, so let's just treat this like a regular game for right now. Just do what we can to survive and get rid of the minions at a good time. Obsidian Field is coming, or is the Pterodactyl Thief? Yeah, Pterodactyl Thief is coming out. We're gonna take some damage. Okay, still nothing too horrible. Just taking damage. I am just gonna speed through a lot of this because what the nitty-gritty of what's happening isn't important for this video. Do I want to do? Yeah, I'll do that. Tempest can get rid of all those guys. All right. Voss has no ongoings. So let's just get rid of some dudes. All right, that ought to do it. So now, even though it's not going to happen because we have takedown, I am going to talk about what can be a little bit different with challenge mode for Voss. So he's going to flip. He's going to flip on his next turn, which means he's going to start by playing a card, and then he's going to immediately play a minion. So on the other side, it says at the start of the villain turn, if there's 2 or more minions in play, Grand Warlord Voss flips. So he's not going to flip immediately back. That would actually be an interesting challenge. But if you don't kill both of those minions immediately, it makes him flip back easier. It can matter. It doesn't always, but it can. I am actually going to suggestion the guard out because it's not going to do any damage and it's safe and we know what he's going to play next turn. And we can get rid of it. So let's do that. Still holding on a little bit for some more prophetic visions or to just get what I want naturally. Did I have foresight that whole time? No, I think I just drew that. I don't need 2 brain burns. There's another prophetic vision. Okay. Let's see if we can make this happen. Yeah, no reason not to just play that. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, if he gets the ship out, then he can destroy stuff. But also I have more of them, and I'm not worried about it. And he's not playing the ship next. And there's another one. What do we got? Enraged T-Rex is not what we were looking for. Gonna have to get rid of that thing. Alright, he flips. He doesn't play a card. He would have played a card, so at this point he would have 2 cards out, which is a little more threatening. And if he flips back, because he can't kill the minions, then he gets another card, and then when he flips back, he gets another one. Theoretically, it can sort of combo a bit, but, like, realistically, if you just play like normal, he's gonna flip once, and he's never gonna flip back again. Unless you're, like, really not paying attention. Alright, this is starting to get to the point where if I don't get what I want soon, I am going to have to just restart. Which probably means you're not going to see this video, to be fair. I'll probably just start again. Prophetic Vision. Ugh, gross. Alright, I'm going to give it until one more Prophetic Vision, because I have one more in here, I think. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can get that. I'm going to give it maybe 2 or 3 more turns, and then I'm going to call this one. Let's see here. There it is. There's the Prophetic Vision. If this doesn't work out, then I'm going to just quit. I might as well play Scorched Earth. Why not? I also don't want to kill him before I can make this happen, but he's at high enough health right now that I'm really just not worried about that. Alright, fingers crossed. Well, actually, we know what's coming up next. It's the Velociraptors. Alright, he's going to play a guard, which is going to do not very much. And then he's going to deal some damage. See, this is why this is a little hard to get going on Voss, because he does constant damage. You can't just sit there and wait him out. But, you know, it is what it is. Decided I wanted to do this in a challenging way. For the challenge mode. Let's see. Sorry about that. I had a moment where I was really seriously considering just scrapping this video. But I'm going to give it just another minute. Just to see what happens with this next prophetic vision. And then if that doesn't do it, I am just going to start over. Alright, let's see what happens here. There it is. We got it. This is a piece, again, of what I call cheese tech. This is volcano cheese. If you put the volcano out, I actually didn't mean to do that, but if you let the volcano come out, use raw to just make everyone immune to fire and just sit there, you win. You just win. There's no two ways about it. You just win. So let's play a flame spike for one last little bit of damage. Kill the velociraptors. Do some damage because we can, because of flame spike. And just win. We're going to be immune to damage for the rest of the game. That means Raw can't output as much damage as usual, but seeing as the volcano is going to do 7 damage every turn starting next turn, that doesn't really matter. So now Voss and any minions that he plays for the rest of the game are just like dead. And he can't hit the hero with the lowest because he does fire damage to that. I'm just gonna leave that portal where it is because we don't really care about minions. Because all minions are going to get crushed by the volcano. I mean, I'll hit it anyway. It's not like I'm gonna purposefully let it live. But that's it. Fight is normal. You're protected by a volcano. I'm actually very happy with how few attempts it took for me to pull this off. Because when I was testing this just to make sure it was like a viable thing to show off during a Voss fight, it took me a very long time to make this happen. Which is why I had that moment where I was just like, do I do this right now? But nope. We got it. There is another piece of cheese tech that you can use specifically against Voss that I'm going to do during ultimate mode. And I know, again, that's cheesy, but basically since challenge mode kind of doesn't count and we've already seen advanced mode, and again, if you know what it is, you probably already know what I'm going to be doing. There is a way to totally shut him down, but it does take quite a bit of setup to do, and you do have to survive until it actually works. So you'll see that later. Tempest is going to be our main damage dealer right now. There's precognition. Boy, Visionary's been getting all of her like psychic cards really early, which is nice. Alright, Ra's just going to have to do whatever damage he can with his cards instead of with his power. But let's just see how quickly we kill Voss and everything that he puts onto the board now that the volcano's out. Start of the turn, volcano hits everything for 7. Except us. Because we're immune to fire. It is at this point that I really wish we had an obsidian field. Okay, ask and you shall receive. I could not have planned that better. You saw me, I did not put that in there myself. Gene-bound Bionaut is completely doomed from the start. I think that was the right way to do that. I don't even need to hit the minions. I can just go straight for Voss now. It's great. Just pretend minions don't exist. And if he gets a forced deployment, again, I mean, you just do still kind of have to be able to survive the damage, but you don't have to worry about the game over if you can survive. They're all just gonna live. They're all just gonna die. Assuming they don't kill Ra, of course, but I think this is probably gonna be over fast enough that we're not even gonna have to worry about that. Especially if Tempest has a Into the Stratosphere in hand, which he doesn't, but we can work on that. Let's see. Chain Lightning. Oh, shoot. No, it's fine, it's fine. I forgot, Voss gets DR, but I don't think it's gonna make as big a difference as if I, like, hit him first. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's 1 point of DR. It would have been the same either way. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna not kill the minions on purpose. It's just that I don't have to. Alright. So, I am just going to kind of, like, play this game on fast forward, because you already know how this goes. But I did want to show this off. This was a piece of tech that my friends and I discovered in college. Somebody just had the thought someday. I don't think we were even the first people to have the thought. but it made us feel very cool when we figured it out. You, because you don't give damage resistance. Put that on the bottom. He'll be dead soon enough. See if we can get into the stratosphere. We didn't, but that's alright. I don't think we're even going to play an electrical storm, honestly, for the way we're going. I think it's too slow. Alright, how much damage can we do here? I think we'll do more damage if we use the Flame Spike. Flame Spike actually getting some use! Woohoo! Yeah, he's done for. Definitely next round, he's just dead. And this is the power of the cheese. I don't do this very often because obviously it's cheesy, it's too easy. This is probably good for an achievement or something, but it's just something cool that I wanted to show off. And I'm glad that I got the chance to do it so easily, even. Alright, let's see who gets the final blow. It might be the volcano, but I don't think so. Let's see. Probably Ra. I think Ra's probably gonna kill him. Alright, how much damage can we do with Tempest? Do we have a... Yes, we do! Lightning Slash. Wow, that was 11 damage. Jeez, Tempest can be scary sometimes. Of course, Visionary's helping, but... Yeah, okay, I was wrong. Tempest got the final blow there. And that was Voss, who, to be fair, we did a large chunk of the damage, but largely died because we all decided to stand in the middle of a volcano. That's what it came down to. Ra just went, I am the sun god, and we all stood in the middle of a volcano and were sun gods. Alright, I promise you I'm not going to be doing that often. In fact, I think Voss is the only villain I'm really going to be cheesing like that. And again, just for the sake of showing it off. So there you have it, Volcano Cheese Tech. Thanks for coming along with this kind of wacky out there episode. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time for the end of challenge mode. Bye-bye!